Hey, what is up you guys? Stockton here from Better Than Data. And in this video, we're going to be setting up another internal tool that we have on the website. We're going to be setting up some tracking for it. Now that tool that we're going to be setting up is our quiz that we have on the betterthandata.com/quiz. And we're going to use ConvertBox, and ConvertBox has this cool functionality where you can trigger code after someone submits one of the questions. So we want to track each one of those submissions from ConvertBox inside of Google Tag Manager and send that data to Google Analytics 4, because we're not even adding Universal Analytics to Better Than Data. We're only going to dive in and use Google Analytics 4 for this, because Universal Analytics is, of course, sunsetting. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up ConvertBox to track a bit of code, and we're going to push data into the data layer to use with GTM and send that data to Google Analytics 4. Now, of course, if you want to see and actually take this exact quiz that we're going to be walking through behind the scenes and setting up tracking for, then you can head on over to betterthandata/YouTube or quiz. But YouTube is our link that we can redirect. We use pretty links, and also has UTM parameters, so it's trackable from YouTube. Anyway, little behind the scenes look there, but you can head on over and take this quiz. Otherwise, let's jump right in and begin to set up tracking on ConvertBox. Okay, so what we have here is the back end of ConvertBox, as well as on the right here, we have the little code snippets that we're going to be using. So if we walk through this really fast, what we have is a data layer push, and in ConvertBox, you do have to wrap it in the script tags, and we are going to push an event called cbox answer. It's going to contain the name of the ConvertBox, just in case in the future if we have other names, and the quiz. Now the quiz you're able to find in the URL right here. So you've got like your account ID, then some group ID or something, I don't know what this is, and then here is actually your ConvertBox, like the actual box ID. So we're going to include that there. Then we're going to dynamically insert, we're going to type in for each one of the answers what step it is, what the question was, and what the answer is that they selected. So it's going to be quite a bit of copy pasting. That's why I thought we would just build all of the code snippets right here first, and then we can just copy and paste them over. So let's do this. The first thing we want to do is go to the first question and click into here, and then under button settings, we go to under actions, we're going to fire custom tracking script, and we can paste in the tracking code right here. So this is step 1, and it's actually, so here we can type in step 1. The question is, what's the question? Which best describes you? So we'll type that in as well. Which best describes you? And then under the answer, we have various options here. So let's just copy and paste this. Consultant, I fly solo. And then this is where the beauty of this comes in, is now we can just change this to match employee of a company. Come down. Next one is agency owner, 2 to 5 employees. And the last one is agency owner, 6+ employees. Okay, great. Now we have all of these prepared. We can go through and add them to the little section. So this is the first one. Done and save. This one here, like this. Fire tracking code. Done and save. Then here. Fire tracking code, edit scripts. And save. And then finally, we've got this one. Done and save. Okay, now before we go too far, let's test this. Let's make sure everything is working as expected when we submit these. And to do that, we already have the quiz page in preview mode. So let's just refresh the page. We do have Google Tag Manager connected, so we can see that there are events firing right here. And all we want to do is click on the first one. So there we have, nice, we have CBox answer. If we look at the data from this, we've got the name, the ID, we've got the step number that this was, the question, and the correct answer. So let's test the other one. Let's refresh the page to go back. Let's try this one, 2 to 5. CBox answer, agency owner 2 to 5, right on. Okay. Once we finish adding the scripts to each one of the questions, we're actually going to need to come back and go into GTM to create triggers and variables and tags for all of this data. But first, we need to put it in the hands of Google Tag Manager. So cue the montage. Whew, okay, we made it through all of those. So let's save this before we lose all of that work that we just did. And now let's come and test it. So let's come back to the actual page. Let's reload the page so that we can have a fresh data layer here with the updated ConvertBox stuff. And let's begin to take the quiz. So let's choose employee. And here we should see employee. Nice. Okay. Let's do CRO. We should have another one. Nice. Step 2. Perfect. So far looking good. Let's choose the first one again. Looker Studio template. Nice. Okay. I am very confident. This is going well. I am fluid in data layer management. Nice. Okay. Let's choose BigQuery because who doesn't love BigQuery? Okay. Step 5. So far so good. What is your business revenue? Nice. Last question, nice. Where do you like the business to be? Open-ended, perfect. And we get the final result. Okay, so everything is looking pretty awesome. Let's come in now and take a look at what we need as far as tags, triggers, and variables. So as far as trigger go, we need a new event that is a custom event called CBox answer. And that should match what this event is here. And because we copy and pasted this every time, this never changed. So we have CBox answer right there. So we've got event for CBox answer. We'll hit save. Where to go? Perfect. Okay, and then the variables that we need are CBox name. So these are custom data layer variables. So DLV CBox name. That is one of them. The other one is, let's see if we can just copy that. Let's just copy this. We're going to have CBox ID. So change this to the ID. And that matches here. Next is we're going to need step. Now, do I already have step for maybe something else? Nope. Okay, so let's go copy this. Actually, this one's just step like that. Step. Then we have CBox question. Like that. And the last one is CBox answer. Just like that. Okay, let's hit save. So now what we need to do is build a tag, a GA4 tag for this. So we'll go new, choose GA4 event, choose our config. The event name here we're going to say is ConvertBox, just like that. And then for event parameters, we're going to pass all of these in. So we've got CBox name, and that's going to be filled with the name. So there we go. We've got CBox ID. So we're going to have CBox ID like that. Then we've got the step. So we'll add step. And the other one we have is CBox question. Okay, and then finally we have CBox answer, which we get right there. And the trigger for this is going to be that new CBox answer trigger right there. So we've got GA4. This is our ConvertBox answers right there. Okay, and the last step we need to do is add these also as custom definitions or dimensions inside of Google Analytics 4 itself. So let's open that up. From here, we go to Configure. Let's go to Custom Definitions, and then we are going to add in these different properties as custom definitions. So the dimension name here is going to be ConvertBox name. The name of the ConvertBox being taken. Is that a good way to say that? And the parameter here is CBox name. So let's save. Okay, the next one is CBox ConvertBox ID. The ID of the ConvertBox being taken. And here we type in CBox ID. Let's create a new one for step. And this is going to be the step in the, I'm not going to put some there because I think we're going to use step for something else. So I don't want to add a definition like for it quite yet. So then we've got ConvertBox question, the question asked at that event, step in the ConvertBox. There we go. And this is CBox question, just like that. And that matches this. And then last one is we have our ConvertBox answer, the answer to the question at that step. This is going to be CBox answer. Perfect. Okay, we registered those. Let's now come through and actually go to debug view, and we can test this live and see what the event is that comes through. So let's reload here, take the quiz. Oh, you know what? We need to refresh GTM. So this would not have worked. Okay, so because we made changes in GTM, let's refresh that and come in, say take the quiz, choose consultant, should have CBox answer. Nice, we have our GA4 tag that fired. We can look at the details, name, ID, step, question, and answer. That is all looking great. And if we look in GA4, woohoo, we have our ConvertBox. Ah, what happened? Okay, let's look here. We've got answer, ID, name, question. This is looking good. Step even. Perfect. Okay. The last thing we may want to track is when just in general, like when the box appears. We may want to track that. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it. I guess we could just do it right here. So we could say CBox display, maybe like it showed, like it appeared display. And then we got all of these. Step is, there's no step, maybe step 0. That's a good idea. And no question and answer. There we go. That works. So we'll hit done. What was the display? Okay, CBox display. Let's hit done and save. Let's create one more trigger then for CBox display. So it's going to be a custom event for CBox display. So data layer variable, CBox display. And on this event here, we can actually just add two of like both triggers. So then we've got CBox display. So ConvertBox, we got name, ID, step will be 0, and that means it displayed. So that will be perfect. And then because no data exists for those, it will be blank. So let's test this. So we'll save, preview. Continue. CBox display, there it is. GA4 tag. So we got this, and step 0. Perfect. Okay, so now we'll know when, like how many people saw it, when did it appear, what was the step they got to, what was the answer of each step, and then the final question as well to track each step along this ConvertBox journey. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed setting up some internal tracking for our quiz, and we'll see you in the next video.